But I don't know if there are any other questions for the videos. I
I
think
had a question.
what's up?
Well, so I was when we're doing the videos, is it just gonna be like just the video, or is it gonna be? Because I'm thinking about like where to go to look for your loans. Like, is there gonna be some random like invisible box that comes out or pops out that's like studentloans.gov? Click here, do this, and so the student can actually see like what you're
Yeah,
talking about.
because some students are more visual and they would probably need that guidance.
Well, even if we're saying go to studentloans.gov and
Hmm.
click on the whatever. I mean, it could be there, it could be at the bottom, it could be, and if you don't get it the first couple of minutes, you're probably just like, okay, whatever, I'm frustrated. And I don't
Hmm.
want students to be frustrated like listening to our videos if they can't find something. And then plus students may be more visual. So I don't know the tech behind that. But if, a student will be able to follow through kind of with the video,
So,
if
Portia,
that makes sense.
one thing that has worked for me in that is so when I sometimes record videos for my students, um I'll just face the video to point at the screen and I'll just talk, and at the same time I'm like clicking on where they need to go so that they can visually see it that way. So if someone wants to do it, that could be a way to do it. And then another way I could think of would be like sharing your screen and recording if you're doing like a Zoom video or something like that, and like kind of
Oh,
leaving it
that's
that
smart.
way.
To add on, there is this like Google function. It's called Screencastify. Send it to y'all, but you just add it onto like your Google or whatever your thing is. But I've only used it with Google, so I'm about with Google Chrome. You like add it onto Google Chrome the way you would add like Grammarly or whatever other thing, and it records you and it records your screen at the same time. So maybe we could use that.
It says called a screencast. Oh, Malika said
It's
that
called
too.
Screen
Yeah.
Screencast Screencastify. My bad. I'll send it now.
So I've used Screencast, which I did for a PowerPoint presentation for class in the spring, and that was kind of the same concept. I think it was just like a separate app, like you just downloaded it to your laptop, and it catches your audio on top of the presentation. So unlike Chris Melly's, where I think you can catch your image as well as whatever's on your screen, it's just another option, and it's really simple to use. And I don't think there's a cap on like how long the video can be. So, and I'm like 99% sure it's free, but I will go look for it as well.
One thing I
Thank you
just
for
wanted
that.
to offer, which isn't about the tech or the platform to use, so Castify sounds awesome. Remember, as we're recording these, if we don't know the specific, content of the answer on a certain campus, part of what you all are doing, and I feel silly telling you this because I've learned this from you, like what you all are doing is you're teaching the students how to do this themselves and how to navigate the campus, right? So even if we don't know like, oh, this is the name of the person and this is the office number, of the person, I bet there is even one in some of the questions that we don't have the specific content on. You guys know how to help the students problem solve to solve the problem, right? And we probably could find the content, but anyway, as we think about a set of videos, I don't want to lose sight of like the secret sauce that I think you have, which is teaching them how to do this and figure it out. So anyway, I just wanted to offer that. And also thank you for the future videos that you will be developing.
Yeah, I think it's a tough balance to hit where I know some of our other partners, like our friends at Excel Charter, Juan Lauren, they have been doing like step-by-step instructions on like how to what is it? How to do loan counseling or how to read your college bill. And those videos are like 15, 20 minutes on YouTube. But that's because they literally do like every single step from going onto the website and going down into like where you type in your username and doing every single thing. So I don't know if we want to get that deep, but I know Portia, you were saying that some students might need that like hand holding at first. And I don't
Well,
know how
I
to.
was thinking about like if we are telling them to do something specific, if we are
Mhm.
saying that, then maybe we should point to that. But I think to Elizabeth's point, if it was something like thinking about withdrawing from classes, like there's a couple of things you should consider before you get to the point where you actually do withdraw from
Right.
classes. So maybe that's the video.
Okay.
You know, contact your professor. Have you been to tutoring? Have you done all these? Have you contacted financial aid to see if there's any penalty? Like, have you done all these things? And then contact the advising office to actually withdraw or something like that. So
Yeah. Or
maybe
even
that's a
before
good
that.
kind of balance.
Sorry. I was gonna say even before that portion, like contacting the advisors to like drop the class, maybe the last step even before that would be if you're still unsure, speak with your coach. Like we can still advising
Yeah.
students to check in with their coaches so we kind of don't lose that. Cause I think the good thing about the videos is that it gives students a base, right? Cause there's certain things that like, you know, we definitely want to be there. We definitely want to have that one-on-one with students. But if we can help them form a certain base level where all students can be at, and then anything more detailed, that's where, you know, we apply like our secret sauce and we do our thing and we're able to meet with our students. That's cool. Cause like, I want to tackle like the transferring, right? And I know with transferring, like I'm thinking, okay, credits, I'm thinking, okay, how, you know, grades and things along those lines. But even then it gets more, even with that broad level, it gets transferring is a lot more complicated than that. So I think it's more about with the videos, maybe our goal should be to get students started, right? And that's really what it is. Give them a baseline, get them started, let them know what questions to ask themselves and things along those lines. And then when it comes to like the real nitty gritty stuff, that's where, you know, we do what we do best.
I mean, I think that's exactly the point of it. Like how can we do that balance between giving them a sort of starting point, but still saying like, okay, well, this is like the broad strokes, but you're probably still going to need help from your coach to figure out exactly what to do and how to both give them a resource, but then still connect them back to you all and have them reach out. Like, okay, like I was able to watch the video and I got to this point and I've been like let's say it's the withdrawing thing. I realize I don't need to withdraw, but that means I need to get into a class or I need to get some tutoring to make sure that my grades are back up so I don't have to withdraw. So something along those lines. But maybe I think I might have just, I need to probably put a little bit more time into this and as an initiative. So maybe one of our next coaches meetings, we can go into each question a little deeper as an initiative and say, okay, these are what we want to do. And we can do the assignments of videos to people since that would be a little bit more just established and we won't have to have videos where we're maybe still unsure of what we are going to be doing. Oh man, I just saw Savannah's text. I hope she's okay. So I think we can do something a little later where right now we'll just like sign up for videos or for questions and then we can meet at our next coaches meeting and figure out like this is what we'll be doing for each question and who will do something. But I think we're going off on a right start at least. So we'll just be establishing that database.
Yeah, and I think we've got the resource. I mean, just even right here on my screen, the expertise is in the virtual room and has been all morning. And so I think we can do it. And I think it will be a huge resource for new coaches. It'll be just helpful for students. And, you know, I think this is terrific. So thank you.
Yeah. Likewise. Thank you, Elizabeth. And thank you all so much. I will send you all, the coaches, some detailed instructions on what to expect for now. But I think Portia, John, like I know John, you signed up for one of the questions, like the transferring. I think Portia, for now, just whichever one seems good for you to think about. I know you're talking about the withdrawing one. If you want to sign up for that one, you don't have to start right now, but I'll be setting up some things to build off of for later for our next meeting. And I think that is all I got, really. Thank you so much for everybody for all 3 days staying with us, and yeah, hopefully you enjoy the rest of your day. It's a nice day out.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Take
Love
care.
seeing you guys every day.
Good one, guys.
Bye.
Juan, I wanted to keep you on because I had 2 questions.
All right, what's up? Yeah.
The first one was I didn't know if the Student Leadership Council was going to be back in the fall, or how that was going to go. I know that
Yeah, we're gonna
I
try
think
to do
Brittany
that,
in
yeah.
particular had a good she enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So
And
And
we're
then this-
actually, I'm going to be asking Brittany to get an I-9 or whatever the tax thing is, because we're going to give them the stipends, even
cool.
though it sort of got cut short. We still want to give them the stipends that we were going to give them anyway. So going to be emailing them soon.
okay.
But yeah, Brittany was awesome. I loved when she did that recruiting session and just talked about her experience at RCC and was really honest about, like, I struggled and I had to reach out for help. And so I thought it was really, I thought she was awesome. Yeah.
And then my second question was, and I've just been reaching out to a couple of our partner organizations and companies that we work with, because we have the, I don't know if you know, I was telling Elizabeth, but we have the unpaid internship grant. And so
Yes.
we are trying to work with a few select students that we trust to see if there's possibilities for internships for the summer or even in the fall. So if you feel like, you could use some help on a couple of projects, or maybe that's something that the Boston Foundation is interested in, we're able to hire an intern. I think, so the max we can give a student is $5,000.
Wow.
We have to think about how many hours they could work, or, what that means, but just an FYI.
In the fall?
So we have some money left over for the summer. And
Okay.
then if we still have money left over, students can do their internship in the fall. And so usually, we want to make sure that they have stuff to do. So don't feel pressure. We want to make sure they have actual stuff to do, but.
I mean,
Just-
I could probably use some help, but let me ask the team, because I know there's always things that come up.
Yeah.
I know, so I did check in with our person for our internship that had been open. Apparently they did fill it with someone from Northeastern, and I was like, oh, I wonder if they're Success Boston student. I looked them up and I don't think they are. So I was like, oh man, that sucks. But I think they were like very specifically looking for someone who wants to do like accounting admin, and I think that
Gotcha.
person was doing like an accounting financial major. So I was like, all right, I guess that makes sense. But still, I wish it could have been a Success Boston student.
Well, some of our other
That-
partners, I mean,
yeah.
they're very specific. Like, we want
Yeah.
someone who wants to do marketing and social media and has these skills.
Mhm.
So sometimes it's like, I get it. But
Okay. I
just let me
know.
know.
Was Oscar intern with TBF in the past?
he
you know?
was.
Yeah, I think he was. So,
He's with Counselor Liz Breeden. He's working in their office.
yeah, he's doing awesome stuff. I know he's always on Twitter and like doing stuff with like his journalism, and he did that thing with the food pantry. I'm like, Oscar's killing it. Proud of him.
He's doing good.
That's awesome.
And did great
I know-
at Suffolk this last year.
Yeah,
Making Dean's List.
that's awesome. I'm gonna
Yeah.
reach out to him to see if he can talk about his experience with doing starting at UMB and then struggling, going to 2-year, but then like excelling, and now he's at Suffolk, like following his dream. So like, even if you face roadblocks or challenges, you can still follow your dreams. And how did you do it? You reach out to your coach. You get Portia on your side, and you get some help. But still, yeah. So I'm gonna see if he can help out with our next recruiting call for students. But thank you. Yeah, I really appreciate you for leading the breakout room. Hopefully it was helpful, and I bet you helped more than you got help. But thank you again.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
All right, so just let me know on that internship front.
Yeah, we'll do that.
It doesn't have to be immediate. It could be in the fall, but just putting it out there.
Cool. That sounds like a super awesome idea. And I think I could use some help on a few things. So I would probably, I'm gonna see what I can do about that.
Just let me know. All right, well, have a good rest of your day. Bye.
Bye.